Yeah! Finally, McClaren has left the building. Finally, he's been put out of his misery. 6 days on after the terrible loss against Bournemouth, we finally have got rid of him. Now it's taken long enough, but yes, he's finally out the door, and now we have Mr. Benitez in. I mean, getting onto that first, Benitez, what a signing. I mean, some people are saying it's the best signing since Sir Bobby Robson. Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Although he has got a 56% win record in the Premiership, those were with Chelsea and Liverpool. So he had the likes of Frank Lampard, Fernando Torres. Now he has the likes of Johan Gouffran, Moussa Sissoko. So again, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Yes, I am positive. I'm trying not to stay negative, but at the same time, let's not think too much about what we've got on offer at the moment. Now, thank God we got rid of McClaren. People thought it was a bit too harsh with him. Honestly, to God, I don't think he should have been there in the first place. How are you going to spend 80 million and still be 19th in the league? I don't know. It's terrible. 6 wins out of 27. That's not a good return at all. That's terrible. Horrendous, in fact. Now, moving on to Benitez again. Now we can say goodbye to McClaren. Now we've got Benitez in charge. A couple of questions that I want to know, and I'm sure that will come out in the future or in the next couple of weeks. One, how long will he stay for? I hear that he's got a clause until the end of the season. Personally, I think that's a good thing for him and for Newcastle as well, because, you know, who knows where we're going to be. Let's be honest now. We don't know if he's going to save the day, or, you know, again, if we're going to be in the Championship by this time next season. So, again, good idea all round. Keep him to the end of the season, although he has signed a 3-year deal. But again, we all know how good these 3-year, 5-year, 8-year deals last for, you know what I'm saying? So that's the first question I want to know. Second question I want to know is, who's he going to play? What systems he's going to go for? Frankly, I haven't been much of a fan of what obviously McClaren was going with, playing the likes of Sissoko out on the wide and chopping and changing with strikers and stuff like that. Honest to God, I would stick with Mitrovic and Perez out of all the strikers that we have, which is not a lot. Those two have played together the most. I would stick with them and just make sure that we keep consistent, and that's all we can ask for. Apparently done this out for a month, so again he's going to miss the derby. So again, I'd probably be sticking Jack Cole back. He's got to go left back if we've got no one else spare. And then I would just stick with the basics. Play Mitrovic and Perez up front. Midfield consists of Shelvey, he's a definite starter for me. Townsend, again, he's a starter for me if he's free, which leaves 2 spaces for probably the likes of Tiote, and then probably an out-and-out winger. I would love to see an out-and-out winger in Aarons or Obertan. And then just, obviously, the back four pretty much picks itself, because again, we haven't got no one left. But again, Rafa, I'll leave that up to you, because again, you are the mastermind. Again, you don't get to manage clubs like Real Madrid, Inter Milan and Chelsea if you're not any good. So again, I'm sure he's got his own plan. And from what I see as well, he's already starting, because again, first day in, and he's already getting these guys on their day off to come in and start training. Excellent work, because again, we need to be, lads. Next game, we've got top of the table Leicester. Why are we having days off for? You know what I mean? So Rafa, he's already winning on that point. Again, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's give him, well, I say give him time because we only got 10 games, but again, let's see what he can do, basically. But yeah, those are the 2 main questions. Who would he play, and then how long's he here for as well? But awesome signing. God, it feels like, it does actually feel like a massive signing for the club, and then hopefully we can go in the right direction. So yes, McClaren out, Rafa in. Please save us.